Hater fails to call out Myron for being racist, while simultaneously exposing himself as racist.
You are up.
Yeah, I'm a hater, but I would say I'm a logical hater. I'm a big fan of the show, and I just want to say I'm not sure if anyone told you this week, Myron, but I know you talk about the great noticing, and obviously a lot of these people are getting these podcasts and shit. But I think you're a big player in this because of you're pretty radical in your thinking. I'm not saying it's inaccurate, but I just want to say like it's a big issue going on, and you're doing a lot to bring notice to the issue. I'm a big fan, like I said, so it's just like a nuanced hate. I'm not like hating crazy, but I would say like I see a lot of things on Twitter, and I'm not gonna say it's rage bait, but I know you're a smart guy, and I'm not gonna use the hard R, but a lot of your content is geared towards that and exposing how dumb they are or dumb people they could be. And I think it's almost an objective fact that it is true. So how do you think you could, I guess, change it or relate to people that are ignorant, essentially, rather than, because I think a lot of times it hits like an emotional, like, point in them and they can't really listen to what you're saying. And I'm not trying to say they're low IQ, but they genuinely can't hear you once their emotions get touched. So how do you think that, you or me, whoever, could kind of get through to Black Americans that are kind of struggling with logic?
You said I'm radical. What, in your opinion, makes me radical?
I would just say, at times the memes on Twitter, with like the monkey shit, I would say that's like kind of radical.
Okay, so making fun of people and using memes is radical in your eyes.
Yes, I would say so. I mean, calling Black people monkeys, I would say, is a radical thing to say.
Okay, what about when I make fun of the Hispanics and everybody else? Is that radical too, or only when I do it with blacks?
I think you and me could both agree that you probably make fun of Black people more. I'm not saying it's wrong or nothing like that. Black people be doing a lot of dumb shit. But could you agree with me on that you probably would say you have Klan meetings, like the fact that, you have spaces called Klan meetings. I find that also radical. And all I'm saying is like, I'm not personally hurt by it. I'm just saying most Black people, once they see something like that, they're not going to want to entertain a logical conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Now, here's the real question. Do you think I give a fuck about having a Black audience?
I guess that's my answer, or that's the answer I'm looking for.
Yeah. I don't care what skin color my audience is. I care about their ability to critically think and assess certain situations. If they get offended by jokes made on skin color, well, they probably wouldn't be they probably wouldn't have the ability to critically think and all the other stuff that I talk about that's far more offensive. Because right now, as I look in the chat, I see a bunch of O/slashes in the chat, so they get it. I got guys that are Black, white, Hispanic, Asian. They see beyond race, and they understand that, race is a very low IQ thing, and sometimes that's the barrier to entry to be able to get into, the OSS and understand that, we go way beyond race. Race politics is low IQ bullshit. So if someone gets offended by my rhetoric or using certain terms or how I make fun of certain races, well, to be honest with you, they wouldn't like me anyway. So it is what it is.
But to be fair, would you say that the same low IQ Black people that you make fun of are partially the reason why you are who you are today and gotten the fame? Like, I just feel like a lot of them were fans, might have been fans, but were turned away over time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I said,
I know you're an honest person. You don't really care. Like, I do respect you. You stand on business, but I feel like there's a bridge that could be connected.
See,
there,
well, here's the problem,
hopefully.
bro. Hold on. See, and I think this is the problem here. people don't understand that in order to be authentic, you must be able to stand on what you say. And to be able to stand on what you say means, by default, a lot of people are going to be offended. But the thing that makes you notable is that you don't care if they're offended. Does that make sense? So you can't sit there and be polarizing and then also be able to get public appeal. By the nature of being polarizing and divisive, it's literally in the root of the word, divide, which means you're never going to get the whole group. And that's fine. I mean, I'd rather be able to be myself and not have to worry about anything than, constantly having to bite my tongue or be politically correct or whatever because I'm scared of a certain group of people calling me a racist. Like, if they can't see the fact that I'm surrounded by black people right now, I'm black myself, and clearly I'm not a racist, then quite frankly, these are people that I don't want to listen to me anyway. They're too low IQ. Like, anyone with common sense is able to look at me and be like, oh, yeah, this nigga's just talking shit. It is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. Especially when I talk shit about everyone else. It just so happens, though, that the black community tends to be the most sensitive when I criticize them. But when I make fun of Ching Chong Bong and Mexicans, no one gives a fuck. When I put the sombrero on, I don't go viral on Twitter for being, a Hispanic phobe. I don't go viral on Twitter when I have the Chinese
sombrero
hat.
to a Klan or a KKK gown. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's two totally different things. Like I feel like you're an objective person. I'm an objective person. You go harder at black people than any other race. They probably
you do
it.
realize that. Hold on. You do. So here's the difference, though. You do realize that the Klan hates everyone that's not white, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
But,
why
I mean,
are
in America,
hold on,
we
dude. No.
associate them black.
Hold on. So the Klan hates everybody except for whites. So why is it that Mexicans aren't going viral for me on Twitter? Why aren't Chinese banding together going after me? Why aren't Indians going after me to the same degree? But only one group of people does. Have you ever thought about that?
I just feel like in America, we associate the KKK with hating blacks. And like I said, like, I'm not trying to big up black people, or I'm just trying to say, like, they're at a lot of them that get offended, I feel, are at a lower level of understanding. And I get it. You don't want to stoop down. It's not your place to stoop down. But I just hope in the future, some way, somehow, like a bridge can be formed there and an understanding could be placed. But I respect you. You're going to stand on business and move forward.
You know what's interesting? You said you respect me and you like my content, but you're criticizing me. The very reason that you respect me is the fact that I stand on what I say is what you're criticizing me for. Do you see the fucking craziness there? Oh, I like that you don't give a fuck and you say what's on your mind. Oh, no, but bro, don't say what's on your mind.
I just don't think it's even. Like you said, you try to compare the sombreros to a KKK hood. Like, it's completely different. And I get it, the KKK hates all of them, but, like, let's be real. Anyone that sees a KKK clan, it's black people. Like, that's what we're thinking. So everyone thinks. And I think you could agree with that.
Well, if they don't have the ability to critically think and understand that the KKK hates more than just black people, well, is that my problem? Is that my fault? That they don't have the awareness to know that?
No, it's not your fault.
If anything, if I'm going to be honest with you, you know who the KKK goes after the most? They go after them boys. They don't really give a shit about the blacks as much. It's really them boys when it comes to the white nationalists.
That's true. I agree.
So,
and yeah, I do want to give you credit for speaking up on that. And I do think you play a role
like, this is what I find funny.
National.
Y'all like me for being myself and being authentic and speaking out on things that everyone else is scared to talk about. But then I do it. And then you say, oh, bro, like, oh, I feel like you're just a little offensive. Can't win, man. Can't win.
I just feel like it's picking on the retard, like, respectfully.
What?
I just feel like black people in this country are at a way lower IQ.
Is that my fault? Is that my fault?
That's not your fault. That's not your fault, but you and me both know that. So they can't understand different kind of nuanced kind of things that you're talking about.
Why is that my problem?
I'm not saying it's your problem. I'm just saying that.
Wait, aren't you black?
I mean, a bigger audience for you is a plus.
Wait, aren't you black?
You said, am I black? Yeah, I'm black. I'm kind of like fresh, you could say. I'm not African American.
You just called black people
from the islands
low IQ.
Yeah, it's a fact. I'm not here to. It's an opinion.
Wait a minute.
I guess it's an opinion.
So that's a fact. And when he says it's a fact, what's the difference?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's an objective fact that Black Americans have lower IQ or kind of do worse than any other.
That
race
is
in the country.
racist, sir. That is very racist, and I don't like it. You
How
are
dare
bigot.
you?
Get out of here.
Yo, do you realize you just exercised the same bigotry that you were criticizing me for?
I don't think it's bigotry though, if it's an objective fact.
Bro. Yo.
What do you think Myron's getting hated on for?
It's like trolling, bro. He got me trolling.
What do you think they're criticizing Myron for?
All I'm trying to say is I want your audience to be big and I want you to be liked, but I guess I don't know. I'm trying to draw a bridge.
You can't really have both,
Bro, you do realize with these views that I have, I can't be liked by everyone.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, I guess that's all I got. I'm really not a hater. I try to come with a logical point, but I understand. I understand now.
Yeah, well, you also have to understand the logic where if I'm going to talk about them boys and I'm going to talk about real shit, what's going to happen is people are going to get offended, bro. By nature of me even having this discussion, the people are going to get offended no matter what. They're always going to cry and call me a racist no matter what I say or what I do. I can articulate it the best way I can. I remember I explained how black women are at the bottom of the totem pole, and I referred to studies of obesity. I referred to studies when it comes to customer service. I referred to, the family, the black family, how there's, fatherless households. Even when I keep it extremely academic, they still call me a racist. So it doesn't matter what I say or how I articulate it. You're more concerned with how I articulate it, but I'm telling you that they're going to cry no matter what, bro.
I feel you. Well, I wish you guys all the best. Keep doing your thing. Big fan, always. Respect.
All right.
Cool. Thanks, man.
No worries.
So I have a gang as well called the Common Sense Gang. Because nowadays, I think common sense is no longer a common thing. And as a result, people tend to get into feelings and just say what they feel like. So I wish them the best.
Yeah, I mean, actually, like a good amount of the people that came to our meetup were black.
A majority were black.
Yeah, it was at least almost half.
Yeah.
So the critical thinking skills are there for sure. Who's up next?